And we are live, Coffee and Rip, our weekly episode 57. Um, Weekly episode, but also somewhat of a emergency um, episode, right? With the 2024 Bowman Sapphire madness
Whoa,
that's going on.
in the
I
house.
I tried to put those words in the caption or whatever the titles to see if we can get, um, you know, some views. But yeah, no, this is nuts. You want to start? I can start.
Well, we had a pre-sale about, was it a week ago, 2 weeks ago? They shipped, people got them in hand basically the last couple of days, and I've seen a couple of rip, but not a lot. And then today was the live drop. It dropped at 9. At by 9:01 it was gone. It was out of stock. I was, if unless you were right on top of it, you missed out. A lot of people missed out. It was one of these sales that we haven't seen a 1 minute sellout in a long time.
In a long time.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's still, the product itself is expensive. 13.44 $13.44 a card on average if you just average out what the 32 cards cost. But there's some hungry people out there, and you just mentioned before we got on here about it dropping in other countries now.
Yeah. So shout out first of all to Brett and Step in the Box for coming in. He just did his live. If everyone's watching this, go back and see his live that he went live about 30 minutes ago, opening his Lone Ranger box because I think he was able to secure a case. So he went ahead and ripped it, and it was pretty good. I need to go back and look at all the color that he got. Brett, if you want to share with us here in the chat box what were your three colors and what was your auto, that'd be great to know. Yeah, so at this point, I don't want to say much publicly, but there are some ways to get more boxes, and the reason I say that is because of our battle with these crazy breakers and the crazy margins that they're getting, and it's fine. I mean, these are the people we sell to, so that's fine. I just don't like it when they try to take advantage of us and super low ball us when they're getting crazy 40%, 50% margins on their breaks. So, so both Ron and I secure some boxes on Monty, but also on public release. And so I told my people, it's like, hold fast because these prices, I had a good, based on what we know, I had a good idea that these were going to be crazy tough to get in public release. So I told people price accordingly. Don't unless you've got to pay your credit card tomorrow. It shouldn't be the case, by the way. You shouldn't be hobbying like that.
Well, the one thing is we all expected it to be a fast sellout. And that fast means a half hour or so. But
no, I was expecting a lot more.
I didn't expect it to be in 1 minute.
10 minutes.
Yeah. It was limited to one box per person.
That's why.
And it was or one case per person. You could buy a $10 case. So you're limited to either 4,300 or 430. So you had your choice.
We talked about it during Monty release. We all thought the price was ridiculous. I mean, you're getting 3, maybe more color in those boxes and one auto. But we talked about it. Like, the checklist is not that strong. We've got only Dylan Cruz and maybe a handful of 1-2 other guys that are maybe worth picking up. Just based on ranking, based on ceiling. There's only a couple of, I think 1 or 2 like elite ceiling prospects.
Yeah.
The rest is just honestly hype, right? And the hype that accompanies this type of product always the first of the year. But yeah, the price at $430 pre-tax was pretty high to begin with, in my opinion. But it was selling strong, and once that sold out so strong in Monty, I was like, no, there's no way that this is, if they keep those limits, there is which means they're not printing this to the moon.
Yeah, it's always a tight print.
There's no way this is gonna like sit on the website. But I'll say this: there are right now ways. I mean, we can say it. I think by now one of them has sold out. There was some intel that Topps UK had the boxes too. and it sold out. So I can say, because it sold out almost immediately, like 10 minutes in. But the conversion, the pound conversion, apparently, because when you buy a Topps UK, you're not buying euro, you're buying
pound.
And the conversion right now with the dollar is insane. I thought I did the exercise of adding to my cart, and it was coming out at US dollars. It was coming out 540 something or 530 This is like pre-shipping, or maybe the shipping is included, I would hope. But still, again, good prices for a breaker, because it's still under what those boxes are currently selling on eBay and in Facebook groups. But still, for the common individual that just wants to rip it, it's insane. But listen, folks that we know, hopefully some that tune into this website, cleaned house, and I know they got cases. I know our boy Carlos got cases in Italy, France, UK, everywhere. So happy for him because he was able to buy cases. I can only imagine the price tag based on what we are seeing. But these are selling. And Brett says he got 5 hits. You got Carson Rucker auto. You got to fill me in. I have no idea who Carson Rucker is. Is that a name that I should know about? And then he got Aiden Miller, Sapphire, Selections, Gold. That's a good card. Gold out of 50.
I had somebody else get an Aiden Miller as well.
Okay.
And those are $1,000 right now on eBay.
1 yellow to 75, 2 green to 99. Brett got, and then the Carson Rucker, and then the Sapphire Selections Gold to 50. Ron did the math. These cards is 32 cards coming out to
$14.33. Or if you look at somebody buying a case and doing a team break, a 30-team break, just the base cost is like $145 a spot. It's $143.33, but that's just at cost, without shipping, without anything. Somebody were to buy and break it, $145 a team.
Brett, if you're done with school, which I think you are, go right now to eBay and list them all. List them all for $20. See who bites. I mean, obviously not the hits, not or not the auto, but the rest, the base cards, just list them all for $15. Average out your cost, and maybe you can be whole. You can get whole by this week. But yeah, no, that's insane. Ron and I are selling our boxes. So if anyone's listening, we've got a few offers, but we're kind of holding strong for what we feel is the right price based on all these market conditions we just laid out. We're looking north of 600. So or something like that. So we can talk about that. If anyone wants to reach out to us, we'll have a couple of boxes. We also obviously don't have the crazy budget to buy cases. I could, but I don't want to play that game. I also don't want to play the game of Italy. I almost did it, but I'm not registered. I wasn't ready like Carlos. Carlos had all the accounts ready to buy. I'm not going through all that stuff. But
I had a couple accounts, one in the UK and one in Germany at one point, and I stopped there. Italy was one where people were using for a lot of F1 products early on.
Right.
That's where you'd find all the F1 stuff.
UK,
before
and I have Japan for the WBC Shohei stuff.
I'm not sure if I have Japan or not. I might.
But
it's not a bad deal to sign up. I think if you enroll in any of these, if you can speak the language or get it translated, you can still get your 10%
Well, there's
off.
that feature, I think, on Google Chrome, is it, that you can get the website automatically translated so that you're not clicking on like sign me up.
Well, I get the German ones right now. It's der Schwinken, der Schwackendau.
That's hilarious. So Brett says, not a bad idea. Yeah, man, just go ahead and list immediately all those base cards, and someone will be collecting. Someone will buy so many of these boxes that they'll be like, hey, I just make a set or whatever.
I know a guy who's trying to make a Sapphire set, but that's a different story.
That's a different story, and that is Topps, and that is not Prospect.
Yeah,
I am trying to build it. By the way, if anyone here, probably Brett has some cards. I am collecting 2022 Topps Update Chrome Update Sapphire. I think I said update twice. 22 Topps Chrome Update.
You updated
Sapphire.
your update. It's double update.
Update my updates, and I think I'm about 70% done with the set. And by the way, yes, that is the Bobby and the Julio set. So I just turned 46, folks, on Monday. So if you want to hit me up with some PWEs with those cards, hit me up. Yeah, my birthday was
Pile them
Monday.
in there.
My son's birthday was Sunday, which means I did not celebrate my birthday. I don't celebrate birthdays anymore. It's just my son's one day before. But I say that because I contemplated for a second being like giving a gift to myself and just ripping an update Sapphire box, the ones I have left. But I don't know. I'm holding strong.
Yeah.
What else we got, Ron? News,
You know,
tops now. Anything?
Nothing big in the tops now. From the league itself is all the rigmarole around betting on baseball again coming back to bite. You lie in bed with BetMGM, and then you turn around and tell the players, "Oh, well, yeah, but everybody but you." Yeah, so a couple players, nobody big getting knocked out of the league. I mean, it wasn't a major sweep. It's not like Shohei's guy pleading guilty and now sitting facing 32 years, which you'll
He's
never
taken
see.
care of, though. We all know that he's being taken care of. And of prison time, actual jail time, he'll probably see 4 years, something like that.
Probably not even.
Not even.
If he got tried out here, he'll probably end up at Chino, which is basically a camp.
Yeah, this is a victimless crime, as far as I can tell.
He took the money. The money wasn't victimless, but the betting itself is victimless. But stealing the money wasn't. That was the kicker to that.
He should pay for the actual behavior. I agree. Yep. And you're right. There is one victim. Although we can argue if
who knows,
right? What level of knowledge the victim really had of this situation. That'll always be speculated on. Hopefully not too much, because we want Shohei to have a spectacular career for the hobby.
Yes, we do.
But no, nothing else in the tops now.
Tops tier 1's coming out. That's another product it falls into that muddy mid
nothingness to me.
It's a 2 auto pack, but never been a great rip.
That is a product for singles on eBay, singles buying, get your guy, get your auto. It's a product for those people and for striker breaks customers and big breaks customers that maybe get something, but that is not a product that you should be ripping, in my opinion. And I don't care because I give my opinions. That is a product that Topps should start phasing out.
Exactly.
For sure. We want, honestly, if it was up to me, this industry, at least the baseball side, would be premium, ultra premium, and cheap for kids.
Yeah.
Flagship, ultra premium, and premium. All this other mid-tier BS, let's get rid of it. And listen, print the shit out of it. I don't care, right? Price it out, price it high, but eliminate all this nonsense.
A lot of bad autos in there. The other thing is, Series 2 is on the horizon here. I just received a Google Docs checklist from somebody earlier today. Okay. I'll have to share out with that so everybody can see that.
Did you look at it?
I did not. It was on my phone. I don't want to look at Google Docs on my phone. Yeah. It's a little bit too big for that. So when I switch back over to the laptop, to the desktop, I'll take a look and I'll share that out in the Discord. And if people aren't in the Discord, get over there as well. Lots of information being shared there as well as at the site.
And if you're not on Topps After Dark, shout out to our boy Andrew Mueller. Go get request admission to Topps After Dark, a great group that we do a bunch of content collaboration with.
I have been in a few different groups out there and a few different things in Twitter, and of all the things that I'm in, that group is the most fun of all of them. Everybody has a good time. Everybody looks out for each other.
Everybody looks out for each other. They're all adults. For the most part, all adults, and no trickery, no shady business. People are connected in the industry and what have you, and they come out with insightful industry, like sometimes exclusives or heads up from other Discord groups and whatnot. So a really strong group. I recommend everyone to join Topps After Dark.
Yeah,
Hit me up
and
on
I
DMs
have
if you
been
need
on
more.
it for a couple of years now, and a lot of it was based on trying to get the Project 70 APs. It was a great source for that kind of stuff at the time. Since then, it's been all the releases, all the pre-releases, and finding that stuff. One person has been thrown out of the group that I know of in last year. Some guy came in and was just complain. It's and bad. It's like, all right, why are you even here?
Yeah.
And they kicked him out right
So
away. So other than that, it's like a myriad of folks. You get cards of a certain player, you're dropping them in the mail. I send stuff off to folks who are Twins fans or who are, you know, uh, who are Roberto Clemente fans. I'll drop a Roberto Clemente card in the mail, or somebody will drop me some San Diego card.
that's right. Tops After Dark, shout out, big group of really great, strong guys in the hobby. So Top Series 2, you mentioned. So I think honestly, just based on the deadline and the rules, I think the question is really who's not in that checklist, because there's a lot of really strong rookies that were not in Series 1 that should be, just based on Tops and MLB guidelines and rules and all that, and deadlines and timelines. They should be on Series 2 unless they're saving them
for
to
update.
update. So
Yeah,
I
so
think
the date was officially June 1st.
June
That
1st.
everything after June 1st is call up.
Correct. So if you're looking at it, I haven't pulled it up here yet, but I can just tell that the real question is if they were going to keep Jackson Holiday for update. I think they will. Again, I have not looked it up, so if anyone wants to share the screen with me or share the checklist with me while we're on this live for the next 15 minutes that we got left, we'd love to take a look at it. But
let me see if I can find that for you.
I would venture to guess that because that would be good content for the episode. I would venture to guess that Jackson Holiday was left out for update because he can carry. He's the one prospect, the one elite prospect that could carry that product. I would imagine that the others are in it. And by others, I mean Jackson Churio, Wyatt Langford, a few others that obviously are in the major leagues and did not make it to Series 1. That would be my guess. But I am very eager to see that here when Ron can mention it, can forward it. But what else? So other releases, not really, nothing going on. Just Top Series 2. We're waiting for that. What else? I saw some folks started grading some Victor Wembanyama autos, and those came back from PSA. Some of our friends got some okay grades. Top's being pretty hard on those autos. I know Lowe's submitted a few of those. Top's now French national team or whatever those, the set of different autos that came out. And Ron just messaged me the checklist. Let me see if I can
put it in Messenger as well.
Yeah, I got it. That's where I got
both
it from.
Places. Okay, I put it in chat and Messenger both.
I wish I would be able to see like with a rookie card. Is this an actual checklist or odds?
It should be a checklist. He said it's a checklist.
Okay. Pardon me, folks. Okay, I see it.
Yep.
Okay, rookies. Here we go. Jordan Lawler. Wait, am I going from the top? Maybe. Okay, so in no particular order, I think, but let me just make sure that I'm not looking at autos. Pardon me, folks. Let me make sure. All right, here we go. I'm not going to look at autos yet. I'm just going to start with the base cards. Okay, so base cards. I forgot that Topps went all out and printed more. So rookies, Hanafi, no idea. Meadows. I'm just going to name out the strong names. Here we go. No one's. I'm seeing a bunch of no ones. Hold on. What's going on?
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be that they're saving a lot for update.
I don't know why am I not being able to do this effectively. I know. Okay, so Nolan Shanwell. Let's see. No, I think this may be autos or something. Okay, Chrome autos.
Well, we'll break it down and
I think I got it. Jordan
Adams,
rookie. I think I finally got it. Sagnedo, future star. No, never mind. Come on. Yeah, we'll break it down in our next one, I guess.
Yeah.
This is going to be, I'm not sure. Jordan Lawler, I think, is in it. from what I'm seeing, a bunch of Jordan Lawler. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so next episode we'll have a breakdown of all the rookies. As far as me, news. So I just started a series, a new series of episodes that I am at the moment naming Prospect Stories, which is a series where I am interviewing former and perhaps some current Major League Baseball prospects, interviewing them for roughly a long format, probably close to an hour or something like that. Very honest and candid interviews about, about the path to Major League from when they started, and then the daily life and hustle of a minor league player, the trials and tribulations of that process, both mentally, on the game, adjustment, just the daily life, right, of a minor league player, and then the process of making it. All that process, right? The path, being drafted, being in high school, being drafted, or going to college, and then minor leagues, and talk about economics of baseball. Also have some takes on where the game is at, and where it's been, and where it's at, and where it's heading. We'll talk about the business of baseball a little bit, but we just started it. We just recorded our first episode. So I'm actually haven't even shared it with some of my folks.
It'll be nice to hear about some of the myths. So a guy signs $1 million contract out of high school. What does that really mean to a guy? I mean, it's not what we think it is. It's not like this guy's rolling in the money and can do everything. So there's a lot of misconceptions about that $1 million contract.
Yeah. I just recorded it yesterday. I took a quick peek because I obviously thought that I would have to go back and edit it significantly. It came out kind of long, like 90 minutes, but it was such a good conversation. And when I think I sat down and listened to it for a little bit, honestly, I may not have to edit anything. There weren't any gaffes, anything that really went wrong. So I may just leave it out raw for people to consume it. And being the first episode, I think it'd be a good exercise to see if there's some interest out there. I'm looking. I have a list. I have a list of former players, prospects, and major leaguers that I would want to interview at some point. So working out the kinks of the flow of, taking out some annoying habits that I may have when I'm interviewing, both like faces or volume or something, and perfecting the skill. And we'll see how it goes. So I'll let Ron review it when he has time next week. And that's just stay tuned for that new series, Prospect Series.
And when are you going to be
Prospect Stories?
When are you going to be interviewing Doc Gooden?
Nah, I don't know him. But I know other ones that are more interesting. No, if anything, I'll be interviewing Doc Gooden Jr.
Can you show us your dad's auto?
Yeah, he probably has autos to push. What else? The volume 24 of the Prospect Chase box is doing well. I think I've only got about 4 or 5 boxes left. 4, I think, boxes left. So if anyone wants to get in on that, DM me and I'll even give you a discount or honor the Memorial Day weekend discount. Other stuff, other news that we've got going on. No new products really. No. We're kind of in this waiting period where we just hit this Bowman Sapphire. Ron got his box. I got my box in the mail, the Monty boxes. Now we're going to be waiting for maybe weeks or so where we start seeing a lot of this flood.
They actually did ship pretty quick. So these other ones might ship by the end of the day. You just don't know with tops. Sometimes they turn around and they've got them sitting there ready to go. So they'll crank these things up because we are in the slow period.
We sure are. Listen, I am going to possibly get in on a live this week. I may do for content. I may rip maybe a box of volume 24 for someone or for myself. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, we wanted to keep this short. A lot of 24 Bowman Sapphire madness going on. We wanted to see where you guys were at with the product, with the price. If you're getting any, if you're ripping any, please shoot us some comments.
Let us know about your big hits. That's what we want to hear about. And we also want to know We also want to see the big failures in your box too, unfortunately.
We really don't. I did take a peek at Brett's video, and I'll say this: the cars are beautiful.
Lighter blue is what I heard in the color.
Beautiful. They look beautiful. So I'm really it keeps it. I don't know if this translates, but that's keeping my hopes high for 24 tops for this year's regular top Sapphire.
Yeah.
It's I'm honestly intrigued about chrome. I don't know if you are too. So I guess we have two more minutes to talk. If there is a product I'm really looking forward to, it's chrome. Because I want to see how that looks like.
Yeah, because they did a lot of fun things with Series 1, and let's see how that translates into chrome and coming across with that set. So it'll be an interesting set when it comes out.
I want to see how the design, the car design looks on chrome. Everyone assumes that it'll look amazing, but they may have to tweak a few things here and there, right, on the design, on the font, or whatever, to make it look good. I'm looking to see if there's quality control issues. I'm looking to see if what they include, what they don't include, the checklist, right? If they go crazy or leave some for update.
Or if they're going to leave out some of these oddball cards from Series 1, it'd be nice to see them do that. They had a pretty big set.
I'm curious to see what they do with the box. If it's one auto, if it's like no autos, the price. I'm very curious in general about that product.
Well, and the thing that always kills me with a lot of these products is, hey, you get one auto, 2 relics in this jumbo. Nobody really cares about the relics that much.
They've been doing some improvements. They've been perfecting the checklist. They've been reducing the number of autos in it. Hopefully that trend continues. But folks, we have hit almost the time we have. Thank you for tuning in. You'll hear back from us this week with other content. In the meantime, for Ron Bartley, this is Jorge Prospector. Thanks for tuning in. Jorge Prospector out.